Since he was a boy, Evan dreamed of playing pro football.
I remember watching Monday Night Football when I was just a little kid, and I'd be throwing my Nerf ball in the air, making these incredible catches, and I just knew one day I would play pro football. I just knew it.
He only had one challenge. Evan started his freshman year weighing 120 pounds.
We used to play tackle football every day after school at the park, during junior high. And I remember that summer from high school, from junior high to high school, it was like everybody grew except me. I remember looking at the helmet and the pads to go play high school football, and the pads and the helmet weighed more than I did.
Evan turned his attention to surfing and then skateboarding and became part of a traveling trick team.
I remember meeting Evan while I was a senior in high school, and he was 2 years older than me, and he was this scrawny surfer skater punk.
Little did Susan know that 6 years later she would end up marrying him. But in 6 years, Evan did a lot of growing up.
The first time I hugged Evan, I was like, this guy's got some muscles.
In those 6 years since high school, Evan gained some major muscle and became a model and natural bodybuilder. But Evan's true love was for football.
Every time I watched a game on TV, I would see someone playing that I went to high school with, and just something ached inside of me. All I could say was, that was supposed to be me. That was me. I couldn't let it go. But I just kept believing. I said, someday I'm going to play pro football. I don't know how. I don't know when. I just know someday I'm going to play. And I couldn't let the dream die.
Then the Staples Center announced it would be the new home of a pro team. And Evan was introduced to a new kind of professional football, the AFL.
After the first game, I was hooked. I mean, these guys were good. You were so close to the action. You're sitting there, 2 feet from these guys. I mean, you were literally a part of the game.
Part of the game is what Evan longed for, so much that he even tried out for the team. Unfortunately, Evan didn't end up making the team, but he found other ways to get into the game.
I remember when Evan told me about renting out the Staples Center to play flag football, and I was like, what? Are you serious? You're taking fantasy football to another level, bro.
As Evan built his business empire from scratch, his passion for arena football grew with his business success to the point where he made it his goal to buy an AFL team.
That's when it all came together. I realized, hey, someday I could buy the team, and live that dream and sign myself as a player. But, without having to wait for that, thanks to Jeff, I'm able to get that shot to just get my one game in as a pro and realize this lifelong dream. And I think God puts dreams in our hearts to see if we're willing to work hard enough to make them happen. And along the way, He just opens these doors for us.
Jeff Harlow became one of those doors. As the owner of the AF2 Albany Wildcats and friend of Evan's, Jeff was honored to make a dream come true.
I've known Evan for many years and watched him firsthand build his business empire. He represents what the game of football is all about. You get up when you're knocked down, and you keep working, believing, and persevering until you make it to the end zone.
Evan's story is similar to another underdog, but with a bit of a twist.
Rudy Rudiger and I had a lot in common. We both didn't have the skills or the size to play college or pro football, but Rudy had heart, and that's what got him on the field after 4 years at Notre Dame. My story is a little different. Rudy had heart and I had belief. We both moved mountains, but each in our own way. I mean, Rudy literally just climbed the mountain. I, again, said, okay, there's got to be a way around this thing, or what could we do? And so I basically was able to go out and find a bulldozer, learn how to drive it, and just mowed the mountain down.
Evan will now suit up for the Wildcats' final home game and give America a chance to share in his lifelong dream of playing pro football, but also give America and the world a chance once again to believe.